It was 10:58 p.m. on the hands of the clock. Mia was worried. The table was set, everything was prepared, but there were still no invitees. Drunken neighbors had been making noise for an hour, Chinese pyrotechnics were exploding in the streets, but she had no desire to celebrate. Having fun alone, you see, was unrealistic. Mia dialed Nora's number several times, an inaccessible and unreachable network. And who said they'd be there until 10 p.m. Nora chalked it up to the carriers. Mia had barely had time to take a sip when the doorbell rang. Smiling with delight, she opened the door to her friends. And the traditional New Year's Eve hilarity began. Mia was immediately handed a huge, beautiful greeting card, but was not allowed to read it. Everyone was already pretty tipsy, except for Luke the chauffeur. Nora had already had a fight with her husband, Lincoln, a common occurrence for them once they started living together. Eva had a hard time holding back her restless hubby Mason, who kept trying to light some incomprehensible lighters. But finally Mia managed to calm everyone down and sit down at the table. Glancing at the clock, 11:13 p.m., she was the first to raise her glass. Let's drink to the old year, it's exactly 40 minutes till the new year. Glasses were raised, followed by a second, third and fourth toast. Before we knew it, it was 11:55 p.m. We went looking for the TV remote while everyone shouted congratulations to the president. After a short speech, the president raised his glass of champagne. There was a loud boom on the TV. In an instant, our entire company raised their goblets and began cheering, Happy New Year. But when the clock struck 12, Mia was the only one to shout. Everyone else went silent with smiles on their faces. Friends, what happened? What is going on? Mia asked in amazement. After a short silence Lincoln said, Let's drink. Friends began to gather. Why are you going to leave? It is New Year after all, Mia answered with a smile. Let's drink, everyone else echoed Lincoln's words. Mia looked surprised at all her friends who were already dressed. Is this some kind of joke? Asked Mia with tears in her eyes. You see, Mia, said Luke, the most sober of the men. We have to get out of here right now. I'm so sorry. That's why we had a few drinks and didn't spend much time together. Yes, yes. We have to go. The rest of our friends fully joined us. Mia looked at me with squinted eyes in surprise. She thought, is this some kind of surprise? Everyone amicably wished her happiness, good luck and love in the new year and left. She waited 10 minutes. 20. 30. But no one ever came back. Taking out a bottle of champagne, Mia sat on the couch and began to drink it in silence in company with the television. As soon as she finished it, tears came to her eyes. Why did they did this to me, Mia thought. Suddenly the phone rang. Mia smiled. But no, the screen showed Zoya. Hello? Mia. This is some kind of nightmare. I haven't been able to reach you for an hour. Why didn't you call me and tell me? About what? You didn't tell me what? Mia asked in amazement. Have you lost your mind? There is no more Nora, no more Lincoln, no more Avenue, no more Mason, no more Luke. What do you mean, gone? They didn't leave me more than half an hour ago. They started crying into the phone. Mia, what is wrong with you? Why are you laughing at me? They had an accident at 20 minutes past 12, the car went off into a cliff and caught fire, no one had time to get out. And you say, sobbing, Zoya hung up. Still not understanding anything, Mia went to the kitchen for a bottle of whiskey. In the end, she still did not manage to read the card. When she opened the card, she went to the kitchen on cotton legs, poured herself a glass, and immediately drank it. On the card, besides the banal printed greeting, were a few more words. I'm sorry about what happened, it wasn't our fault. But don't you worry. We'll see you soon, because you forgot to close the door behind you. Happy New Year. There was an unintelligible sound next to the front door, both like and unlike the footsteps of a broken mannequin. The front door suddenly opened. There was a pungent smell of burning meat in the apartment. Mia turned away from the door and filled her shot glass to the brim. Shuffling footsteps came closer and closer. Mia squeezed her eyes shut and raised her shot glass. Behind her, the footsteps stopped. "One drink," Mia whispered, her lips quivering with excitement.